Oh yeah, I heard a story.
That's it. You're just jumping straight in, is it?
Yeah, I mean that's not how it's supposed to work. It's not how podcasts work. That's what we always do. We have we go straight in.
Oh, welcome to the last episode of the series.
Do you know what? Actually, before we go into it,
Bollocks.
the last episode goes on for about 15 minutes before the opening tune comes in, and it's just so out of the blue, man. It's great because you just don't expect it. You're listening to a full conversation and it just goes. But anyway,
I don't even think I made it that far.
no, you didn't. 10 minutes. That's all you said.
To our shit.
But does an artist listen to their art?
Well, I'm a true artist.
What am I?
Nuance.
Fuck, that where did even come from?
I don't know.
I heard a story.
Multi.
Fucking Gary Busey. But I have I heard a story, and by the time I tell you this story, it's basically going to be fourth-hand information. Because
Just bounce it along.
like Chinese whispers, basically.
Yeah.
Like the Bible.
So is it even true?
No, it's true, but
It's true. It's true.
but by the time it gets around full circle, there might be elements of it that are not true.
Right.
But I heard this of a guy and a girl that I know,
Girl, pizza place.
and she works with a girl who knows a girl.
See, do you know what I mean? Like, this is already fucking mind-boggling.
She works with a girl who knows a
See,
girl.
I find it hard to believe that you even know this many people.
You'd be surprised.
Like, you just other little, like... You've a little side life going on, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've a little.
I
yeah.
got this WWE Network. That's like...
That's 2 lives. Well, it's about a life and a half. But
Oh, half-life is my own.
but this girl who we're currently talking
Who knows
about,
a guy, who knows a girl, who knows another guy.
yeah, and the girl in that equation, one of them,
Ooh.
is going on a date with a person who she has been conversing with, we'll say, for the last while. And for their first day,
Right. I can tell by the excitement in your eyes this is going to be weird.
he has asked her to peg him.
Like the Peggy what?
To peg him, like
For
she
first day.
first day, and he had no qualms.
Wait, has he brought this up, like?
No, he asked her straight out. He asked her straight out.
Let's go.
No, wait.
Let's go see the new James Bond movie, and you can fuck me in the ass.
No, nobody's getting Jesus. Nobody's getting fucked in the ass after James Bond. To be fair,
Like, fuck James Bond, yes.
Daniel Craig or who? Pierce Brosnan. All right. Sean Connery probably fuck you in the ass. To be fair,
But he's too slick.
he's a mad woman beater, man.
Yeah. Pierce Brosnan
So
be
he
up for it.
beat that
Pierce
ass.
Brosnan be up for it.
Yeah, I'd say he's gotten a few times.
Yes.
Party with Madonna or something like. But
She definitely has a dick.
yeah, 100%. But I think she has tentacles like an octopus for some reason.
Oh, octopussy. He seems around James Bond anyway.
But
Yeah, no, I definitely shag Daniel Craig.
yeah, me too actually. But anyway,
Daniel Craig and a layer cake, though.
yeah, and also Sienna Miller and Layer Cake. I'd take the two of them.
Only see Anna Miller in layer cake. Otherwise, no, not going near her.
Sometimes she doesn't look that great, man.
Yeah, well, I'm not here to fucking diminish women's fucking...
If she's in the public eye, she's gonna get diminished.
Sienna,
That was a bit misogynistic or something, wasn't it? That
He
was a
doesn't
bit-
like you sometimes, so your self-esteem's going to plummet.
yeah. Sienna Miller, we know you're listening. Anyway,
So
sorry,
you
you're
know
off track.
this lad that knows someone that knows someone that knows someone that knows someone?
Yeah,
And he wants to get paid
he wants to get
on his
paid.
first day. What the fuck are they going to do on the second day?
But what? Oh, that's a good question actually, and I'd like to find that out. And I'll probably find out more
That's like
information about
that
this on
Billy
Monday.
Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Angelina Jolie shit.
Why, what was that?
Cut me and all this shit.
If that's not to cut him.
Do you not know about this?
No.
Oh, they used to like cut each other and all when they're having sex and shit.
Yeah.
That's when Billy Bob Thornton was like proper like session.
Out of his brains all the time.
Yeah.
But what were they cutting each other with?
Knives.
Words.
Yeah. Feelings.
You're such
You
a
just
piece
cut-
of shit. Oh yeah, keep going.
You're just cutting my heart right open with that. I can actually feel
Razor blades.
I can feel the internal bleeding. Now stick it in my ass.
Well, actually, when when I was talking about this the other day at work, right? I turned around and I said, "Oh, he's getting absolutely Peggy Mitchelled, right?" And then I turned around and went, "Get out my bum!" Oh, and I was so proud of it, man. And everyone else was like, "I don't get it." And I was like, "He's standards, man. He's standards."
He missed his ledge.
Oh, man, I was so proud of it, and no one got it, and it was fucking infuriating. But anyway, he's getting pegged on maybe Friday, Saturday, I don't know. But he knows when he's getting pegged. But not only does he want to get pegged, does he want to get pegged? I turned Scottish there for some reason.
You want to get pegged?
Stick to your American B accents, man. That was terrible. We're taking it all back. We're reeling in the ears here. Quotes from different episodes.
Yeah, go on.
Anyway, Jesus Christ,
I
man.
find this conversation kind of dumb a little bit.
He
but go
doesn't
on.
only want to get pegged, he wants to wear fishnet stockings as well.
That's his choice.
He will only get
That's
pegged.
that's part of the deal, is it?
You can't peg me unless I stick me fishnets on.
Now, he's fishnets on, nothing else.
Like what?
Probably not.
Like a headband or something.
High heels.
Yeah, but see, this. I also talked about this the other day. Can you wear fishnets without high heels? Is there a point?
No, I think, like, what's the fishnets are just kind of, yeah.
Like, yeah,
Why do you associate with fishnets with a high heel? Or like, kind of like hookerish vibes. Like,
yeah. If you're wearing just fishnets and barefoot on the ground, like, what's the point? Like, it's not barefoot, but
You're not going to wear a baggy t-shirt with it.
might as well just wear tights. Like, yeah, baggy t-shirt. You can't get up the hole then. Like, do you know what I mean? You have to cut a little circle in it.
I actually don't know enough about fishnets to know what entry points it has either.
What? One leg.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's a cover up on the crotch area.
Oh.
Like,
I think fishnets are literally like stockings. One leg deal. Like,
oh.
do you know what I mean? I think
I
fishnets
thought it
go
hit
like
your
that.
waist, like.
No, just normal tights, I think, do that. Or so I'm told. But
It's a bit eye-opening.
it is, yeah. It's not the only thing that's getting opened.
Why?
But,
His hole.
I suppose, is it, right, this is the question part of it. Is it gayer to be wearing fishnets while getting pegged?
None of it's gay, though, is it?
Well, getting pegged in this day and age, I don't think actually really is gay. It's just a kink, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit, yeah.
'Cause you
It's
can-
niche.
It's a bit of a niche. Like,
I'm not up for it, if you're asking.
I don't want to be pegged. I know you like.
That means we just be riding each other.
I know you like a finger or two sometimes.
Hey, whoa, hey. Chill out.
Sometimes
Chill out.
I've tried a finger or two.
Chill out. This is not about us. This is about some guy that you know that knows another guy that knows another guy that knows a guy.
Getting pegged.
Yeah, with fishnet. Yeah, no. The fishnets brings a different, like, layer to it, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Well, John,
obviously,
I want you to peg me in the heat of the moment. Right, let's do this.
Yeah.
I can kind of understand it. Wouldn't be for me,
No,
but I
but
can
he
understand that.
he has his
But he
own-
wants to throw on his own little gear for it.
his own fishnets. He has
The fact he's suggesting it as well is kind of.
he has his own dildo apparently. I think his own strap on.
I would imagine so. Yeah, by the way,
She
I want
doesn't
you to
just-
peg me, and you can stop off and get out.
I'd rather lose you the cash. You can go get the strap on.
Screenshotting the best ones. This is a good price as well. You can stop off here and steam
Yeah.
screen and get her.
Actually, just video call me when you get into the shop, and I'll show you which ones.
Yeah, send me pictures of them. Well, that one's too long.
But I did the research, right? I asked a gay man about this situation, and the gay man, obviously, the gay man is more horrified about the socks than he was about pegging, because
Yeah, see,
he's
that
pegging
makes-
all the time.
That
Like,
makes
do you
it
know what I mean?
something different, isn't it?
He's always pegging, but he's not wearing fishnets.
Yeah.
The fishnets threw it over the edge for him. He was just like, well, that's just
if you have a little weird thing, but then you're having like specific attire for the situation. There's too much going on in that for me.
yeah. It's too
that makes any
it's too
sense.
specific, isn't it? But that's the gay man's
That brings it to a new situation, I feel.
the gay guy that was talking to. His one question was, "Are you sure this man is straight?" And I was like, I've been told this is fifth hand information
Or
at this stage.
maybe, right? He's never done it, and he just feels like, right, this person's up for it. I'm going all out.
We're gonna have to get the fishnets on. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he is gay. Maybe he is gay. He's like, this is the test here.
Well, my theory was that he is gay, but he gets his kicks out of getting a female to ride him up the ass.
Jesus Christ.
Now that's specific.
Jesus Christ. What's wrong with just fucking fingering someone in a ditch?
I thought you were going to say in the dick. Thought you were going to say in the dick. I was like, the pain levels, I'd say. The pain threshold. Like getting swabbed for fucking herpes. Yeah. Fingering is a lost art, but...
Yeah, we bring this up a lot.
We know there's bring fingering
Hashtag
back.
bring back fingering.
Bring back fingerings, yeah, sorry. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Is it gay?
I think leave you to whatever you want to get into, but
No, I'm not.
the fact that there's too many specifics about it.
I'm not judging. There's no judgment.
It is gay, though. That's the thing, right? The fishnets, I don't know any gay lads go, oh, hold on, throw me fishnets on, we ride each other.
It's true.
It's not gay, he's trying to be the woman. That's not even being gay. That's being something else altogether, would you not think? I don't know, lads, that have ever, I don't know that many gay people, but I don't know, I'm pretty sure fishnets don't come into the fucking equation.
Yeah, I've been.
Maybe he wants to become a woman, like.
I've been close friends with maybe a handful of gay men.
Are you out with me?
Am I? I've been close friends with a handful of gay men, and I have never heard of situations like that. I've heard of mad shit like fucking having sex.
Oh man,
having sex with straight men. I've like fucking
yeah. I've heard a lot of that. Yeah.
Fucking, and that's like a thing. Like this is some people's. That's how they get their kinks. They want to have sex with straight men. And then I know a couple of other dudes who are literally just straightforward gay. No mess around. Get a little bit weirded out by vaginas and at the mention of them, and I find it hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think that might be a man trapped in, doesn't know what the fuck he wants.
bit of confusion there.
Yeah, just give me everything and you'll see
And
what happens.
once again, no judgment. But
No, I don't care. Like, but it's just like that is it's an anomaly, if you will.
but if I had just said he wants to get
Your
pegged,
one though is she alright with it?
well, apparently, right? Yeah, no, she's perfectly fine with it, which is mad.
That's
but,
weird.
But apparently, she's real unsuspecting looking, right? You look at her and think
It's always
she's
the
playing
way,
Jane,
man.
like she's
It's
playing
always the
fucking
way,
Jane.
man.
But apparently, she gets herself into fucking mental situations.
Oh, God.
Like I think she was with fucking. I think now this is hearsay, and I made my own mind up about this, right? Just from like two words that were said to me, but I presume she was part of an orgy at one stage, and the words were "she's mental."
Right.
So I just took it upon myself to spread that rumor, but yeah, I don't
And
know.
her name is
Yeah, and now the punchline.
So basically, what you're asking me is, you want me to get pegged by your missus?
Well, we were getting
this
there.
is the thing. There is no Chinese whisper. It's an invitation.
It's yes,
Well, look at me fishnets upstairs.
but yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a
Right.
curveball.
Is the rest of this season finale going to be like less gay?
I can't promise that. I can't. I actually can't promise that.
Man, that's
I would
a
like.
weird one. That's one of the ones that is going to be on my mind a little bit. Then during the week and work, I'll be like, you know, that man's definitely gay. Or something, like, you know what I mean?
Them fishnets. I'd like, and it'd be one of those.
Big
Where,
upsie for like fucking just going straight for and saying to a board like, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
what I want to do.
well, I feel like it might be
But
easier.
obviously, I presume the conversations they've had leading up to is that she's up for fucking Anton.
I actually asked. Well, yeah,
So he's
Possibly.
like, right, fuck, I'll push the envelope here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, push the poo, huh? Well, anyway,
Oh my God.
I also asked a married woman this question. If
Married woman.
a married woman,
Not a married. I also asked married woman.
married woman, generic married woman.
Redacted.
But I asked her, 'cause she's married for like, say, I think she's married for 20 years or something. I said, what if your husband came up to you and said, look, I've had this fantasy for a while. I want to be pegged and I want to wear fishnets.
And what did married woman say?
Married woman said, no. Right? Straight up no.
Yeah, but they've been together for so long. If you bring that up out of nowhere,
It can be,
get that in at the start to think, right, this is what it is.
yeah, there could be a bit of turmoil. You're married for 20 years and then all of a sudden you want to be
I want
fucked
you.
in the ass,
I want to
like.
be you, and you're gonna fuck me. Like that's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, something's wrong here.
Yeah.
So basically, we're giving out relationship advice.
Now, if anybody wants to come to us, obviously we're the people to do it.
Yeah.
People know this, like, and it's not a fucking secret. Like,
It is a mad one. That is a bit of a tinker.
and I guarantee you, your first day back in work, you'll find yourself asking that question to other people.
I can't wait to go into work tomorrow and start saying this shit.
You'll find, like, that's
Lads, I
literally,
know we're busy and all, right?
yeah. That was 30 dockets on the board there, but
Fuck it.
answer this honestly.
I didn't stop and answer as well. Like, this is the shit people need. We're just giving the platform to get this out there.
I know.
I feel like this is what we should be. Sex advice.
Sex advice. I would
Nah,
give,
probably
man,
not, to be
I would
honest with
happily give sex advice, man. And like,
No, I'd rather take it.
I knew it. It's oh,
I meant
it's all out now.
I meant take advice. But fuck it. Truth's out.
But fuck it.
Truth's out. Who's pegging me? Peggy Mitchell, get up. I know this is kind of like. Have we talked about this? Or.
Well, I don't know. You
Well,
haven't, you haven't told me yet.
Shit you see in like TikTok and stuff like that. And.
Are you not a bit old to be using TikTok?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No, I'm a bit old to be making TikToks.
Yeah.
In fairness, most of like what I know in like
Actually, most of the stuff that's on TikTok that has you in it, I've put it up.
yeah, and most of the like current fucking events and topics I wouldn't even know about if it wasn't for if it wasn't for TikTok.
Yeah.
That's where I get most of my information from.
Yeah, Twitter and TikTok for me, I think. I don't go on
Mostly like Ariana Grande and like
Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That type of shit.
I couldn't tell you what's going on in the real world.
They're better
But
off,
anyway, I've seen it a few times and it's probably ripping off, but maybe we've talked about it. But what is the best pint? I don't mean actual beer or whatever. Situational beer.
Oh, I don't think we have talked about that actually. Oh, we've talked about every other drinking activity possible known to man, I think.
But like, what's the best one? Right, so hold on. Like thinking, there's airport
Airport.
pints are good always.
Yeah.
That like rollover, stinking hangover pint.
Yeah. I actually will. No, sorry. No more.
Wedding pints are usually decent because they're day drinking ones,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Wedding points. Even day drinking points in themselves are probably one.
Just day, yeah, like a
Day drinking point,
Sunday beer garden,
Like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the day vibe. Like, do you know what I
like middle of summer, baiting down you.
mean?
Like a Sunday pint in general is always a different tasting pint.
I think so.
Yeah.
For me, definitely, because
Well, you're the Monday to Friday, aren't you?
I'm a Monday to Friday drinker.
So that Sunday pint's like a bit of a,
It's
it's
different.
like a forbidden pint, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, like because I work Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
I also drink my heaviest during Monday to Friday as well, which is. I don't mean I drink heavily. I actually probably drink more Monday to Friday than I do Saturday and Sunday.
Chill time, Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday I use for the
Well, they're
kids.
full days off.
Full days off, and I use it for the kids. I don't.
Well, that's different.
I
Yeah,
barely drink on a Saturday, and I don't drink on a Sunday.
That's good though, actually, in a way. It's kind of like finish the day's work.
Few
Kids
cans.
gone to bed, a few beers.
But is it? Because like most people use 2 days of the week to drink. I use 5.
Yeah, but you don't get scuttered like.
No,
There might be one time you fucking
very rarely.
just comes out with a blue. Oh.
Sometimes I go, I'm gonna get 4 more cans.
But that's more like a relaxation. That's just an unwinding kind of thing.
Yeah,
But
it's
when you
pure-
wake up on a Saturday morning, you know you're free for the whole day. There's no need to like. There's no unwind necessary in a way.
Do you know what I do?
Do.
Which is not confined to Saturday or Sunday. But say if I drink on the Friday, like Friday, Amy would have a drink as well.
You probably have a bit more on the Friday, knowing there's
see-
no work in the morning.
It's not even that. It's that I would think that I would have a bit more, so I would buy more cans. And in reality, I still only drink.
Deck at the
I
same
still
time.
only
You're
drink.
probably tired, or
Yeah,
because it's the end of the week, you're more tired than any other day, I suppose.
I drink 4 cans, and I have 4 cans left over, and I drink them at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you do.
Absolutely, and it's like my favorite time because, like, or not even. Sometimes it could be 10. I get the kids up, get their breakfast. Amy has a lie-in, and during that lie-in, I have 4 cans, and I stick on the tunes, and it's like summertime
Yeah.
all day, baby. Do you know what I mean?
Let's go.
But then I have the 4 cans, and I don't feel the need to have more cans.
That's it. That
I
was
just
like
have them 4 cans.
that was just your little thing.
Because
That was just your little moment, your
me
little
moment.
time.
And it's because as soon as Amy gets up, I'll cook like a brunchy
Yeah.
breakfast. And once I eat, I don't want to drink anymore.
Yeah.
Which
And that's it then for the day. Then
that's
you have
it.
something. Go do whatever you're gonna do. Yeah.
And I feel like I've killed all the birds with the stone because
That was just your time.
I've got me drinking in early. I've had me something to eat, and now we can just focus on everything else for the day. Like, do you know what I mean?
Right. Moving
But-
on. I think because I think you have issues. So
I do, yeah.
no, I guess. But they're good one. Yeah. Morning time doesn't have to be pints like beers in general. Like morning time ones are good.
Morning times are good. I think they're a little bit more special, say, if you're like away or something like that. But
Yeah.
the hangover point, man.
The curer.
The cure point.
No matter what day it is, and like
Not even that.
even if you're say you're at a wedding, the wedding's on a Tuesday for some reason.
Yeah.
You wake up the next day.
And you go
Everyone
straight to the
comes
bar.
downstairs and there's like a day 2 to it.
Yeah.
You get down like skip the breakfast.
Straight to the bar.
I'm having the pint. That pint.
That point is elite, I think.
Yeah. Curer.
It's
The curer can be in the evening as well.
It could, but it's what you were saying at the start. The rollover point, I think.
That's a different one. Say you're on like a session and you were like drinking cans till like early morning.
And then
And you
straight
go
to the.
straight into the pub.
Oh yeah, sorry.
like that
sorry,
10
yeah.
o'clock point.
That's the rollover point.
Can be scaldy. But if you're in a group or something,
Hmm.
it can be alright. You know you're only lasting till about 1 o'clock and you're going home melody anyway.
No, I take that back. Then it's the hangover point, the cure point.
The cure
The rollover point would make me feel great for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, you think you
And
have
then
that buzz of finally
we've got the
normal
point.
life seems like it's back.
And then you look around and you're like, what the fuck?
Bollocks.
But the hangover point.
No, you get about 3 or 4 of them into you, and you really start questioning, what am I
well,
doing?
when you're walking up the
What am I
road
doing? Like
at fucking 2 o'clock today and people
And
are going
everyone's
about
just
their normal
going
lives.
on their
Like,
lunch break, or coming back from their lunch break, and
exactly.
you're there.
Deli,
giving it that
Deli
wobble.
Burger's only opening and
Like
you're
that time
walking
you
up the
see
road half
me,
fucking cut.
and you ignored me.
Oh yeah, because I knew you were on the rollover.
Yeah.
I ignored you.
Yeah,
What was it? Yeah, I was on a split shift from work,
Yeah.
walking up the street at fucking 25 to 2 in like in broad day. I don't even know what day it was.
it was a Monday.
If I was on it, yeah, Monday.
It was a Monday.
And I looked, I don't know what possessed me to look over. And I looked over to the smoking
Central
area of the
fucking-
central,
yeah.
and there's only heads burning the ears off someone. I was like, Jesus Christ. And I remember,
You could tell by the gear I was wearing as well.
I said it to you the night before, because I think we were supposed to record a podcast the night before.
Not a Sunday.
Oh, maybe not.
No, the rollover actually would have been probably. I was working in the Harvest at the time. It was either a Wednesday or a Thursday. You see me. Probably the Thursday. You see me.
Because I think you were supposed to come up to my gaff to record, and West Ham were playing the Europa League.
Oh.
No?
That would have been. Well, no, we could have just playing during the week or something.
Maybe.
Well, anyway, I remember it.
They won.
I remember it.
And I remember thinking to myself, Owen Hegarty's not making it up here. And lo and behold, I got the text message going, it's going to be late by the time we get up here. And I remember texting you going,
Oh, yeah, no, we were supposed to record.
Yeah.
And you were like, do you think you'd be alright? I was like, nah.
I remember texting you going, I don't even want you to come up here because I know what fucking state you're going to be in. I was like, just leave it, we'll
I
record
remember
fucking...
that was a pure rollover because I remember sitting there and I was like, I think I sat there till about 4, half 4, maybe. And could have been a little bit later.
Stumbled up the street.
But I remember I was having that. There's always that one point
That pushes you over the edge.
that tells you go home. I was sitting there because I had no socks on. I was wearing like them cargo ones that are cut off high,
Yeah.
with no socks on, pair of Skechers and like
The mustard jumper, I think you're
mustard
wearing.
hoodie, yeah. And I was sitting there talking to someone, and they were like somewhat fresh, but they were drinking from when I got there, but they weren't out the night before. And I just remember they were talking to me. I was just going, my stomach is bouncing here, and that's all I could think about. And I go, yeah. I literally sculled the point. I go, I'll talk to you later. And I just went. And when I was walking up the road, I was at the square, and I could feel myself swaying around. I was like, bollocks.
So I remember I didn't even...
That's the last rollout I've done actually, and it's just
It can be dirt sometimes. It really can be.
yeah. When you're on your own doing it as well, I just went in for like a pint, thinking, right, I'll just cure it, go home, and then I was just talking to people. Fuck me, The best point, though, I think, airport one's good.
Airport point is good.
But I think because
sometimes
usually it's
airport points
early.
can be stinking though.
Yeah, but it's early usually you're getting them, you know what I mean? Like when I go on the West Ham trips and that, I like them airport ones. Actually, and then when you go over the trips as well, you go into like them 10 o'clock ones, like Weatherspoons, breakfast and a
Breakfast and a pint, yeah.
That's not bad.
We did that in Leeds actually, I think, didn't we?
No, we didn't even get pints.
We just got breakfast.
Remember, we were saying we're not drinking
Until
till like later in the day because we knew we'd fuck ourselves over. But then we got I remember,
responsible.
I got a Pepsi and an orange juice with me breakfast.
Nice.
But then we weren't allowed to check into the hotels. We went and bought 30 cans of Foster's.
And started drinking them out on the car park, yeah. That was ridiculous, actually.
That was just rollover after rollover that day, actually.
What do you mean
That week.
That day. That day. Well, yeah, probably, actually.
Euro's the best.
I think, in my opinion...
Gig points. Right? I know they're in the plastic cups. Outdoor gig. Sunbaiting down.
Outdoor gig.
4 at a time.
Better than, like,
points.
venue gig. For
Yeah.
points, like.
Hey, getting points, like 3 arena points and all, you're like, I'd rather just
They're actually...
I'm already half full.
Yeah.
I'll drink these while we're here. Getting back to the pub nearly, like.
I'd actually nearly prefer get as full as possible before the gig. Have maybe 1 or 2 in there.
Waiting for the main act.
And then enjoy the gig and then go.
After, yeah.
But
back here.
yeah, exactly. More than likely back here. Yeah.
Summer, I think it's mostly outdoor summer drinks that are the best, isn't it?
Cans outside is a phenomenon, man. Cans outside, I feel like, and do you know what? I miss it more than I possibly should as a nearly 30-year-old. I could be walking, right? It could be fucking snowing outside, and I walk down by the canal. And I didn't drink down the canal that much as a teenager. We were always like Tesco car park, that type of buzz. But
and you were definitely of a different. Till like up until we were proper hanging out, like I drank bit down the canal.
Oh yeah, no fuck we we did drink as teenagers, but we were drinking in houses and stuff like. But for some reason, I get this like longing
to want that buzz,
to drink
a gang of people down there on the beer garden.
Just with cans, like, and it could be the frostiest night you've ever had in your life.
But there'd be 30 people there, like.
But I'd be walking down from the garage after buying like 4 cans or something, and I'm like, oh God, I wish I could just drink these here. I wish I could just drink them right here with loads of people around. Like, so outdoor points, or outdoor points / cans, absolutely. And outdoor points, cans, and hangover point.
I'm gonna split it down with summer beer garden ones and hangover. Actually, yeah.
Because I feel not hangover can.
No,
hangover point.
Do you know when you're like dying? Sorry, say we go out on a Saturday, we actually get a kip in. You wake up fucking ropey.
Go straight
enough
to the public.
that you know you want to go down for like 12:30, like early kick off on a Sunday, but you're hungover.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
You start laughing about the night before, but then the day just kicks on. They're the best ones.
And you you don't even give yourself a chance to be sober. You're just straight back into that buzz. Like, yeah.
I'd say they'd be the best.
Do you even have a favourite drink now? Because I'm finding it very difficult at the minute.
In terms of what? Pub or at home?
No,
both.
Pub I go for Guinness, obviously.
Guinness, yeah.
And then maybe if the Guinness is getting too heavy, I'll go to like a Coors or something.
Just
because.
Them pints of Moretti a bit, actually. They're alright. If it's a lager, they're actually alright.
Right. And what about at home? Canned boys?
Canadian now all the time.
But is it because of minimum alcohol pricing?
No, not really, because they're more or less the same as like I can't really drink Heineken anymore.
Oh, I
feel
never
like
drink Heineken.
it feels a bit slimy when I'm drinking it or something. I don't like it.
I don't know why.
I'll drink it.
The word slimy really got me there.
Or bottles of Lamza. Lamza is my tip, but it's fucking expensive to drink. Like, you know what I mean?
See me.
You pick up like 6 bottles of it, it's 15 quid.
Like, is it weird? Like, say you got Canadian for 15 quid, but I still went for Carpacki, even though it's only a quid cheaper.
Yeah, but you got 8.
What you get?
16.
Yeah, but 8 is.
I mean, but 8-pack is 15.
Yeah, so 8 Carpacki is 14 because you're getting 2 4-packs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you actually like drinking Carpacki though.
But do I? I don't know anymore. Like, I don't know if I like
Have
it.
you tried Bavaria lately?
Oh,
It's hard to drink now,
fucking-
isn't it?
I can't. I
And it
literally
actually
can't.
kills me.
And you know what? People still think that I'm on that buzz. So like, if I go down,
I want to still drink, but I can't. They're harder to get through than they used to be. I think they
100%.
are different though. They lower the percentage and all in it.
lower the percentage, it almost feels like drinking a can of Miller now because of how
Yeah.
much bubbles are in it. Like there's so much fucking.
Bav used to be the shit, man. Just straight
What
through
happened?
them. When did we buy all them 2-bogs? Royal Rumble.
Yes,
They were alright.
Two Borgs
Hasn't changed.
has not changed. Still tastes like a
It is
forest.
what it is, yeah. Tastes like a forest. But yeah, now going out, yeah, Guinness. Then on to, if I'm going on a lager, I'll probably, I'll rarely be drinking it, but them Moretti's are alright.
To be honest, I
I'm
went.
just going to the shorts.
I went.
But now I'm on that fucking Jack Daniels buzz now.
No, I'm not.
I don't mind it, man. I had a couple of Jack when I got that fucking.
See, Jack Daniels is not
When I got that as a gift
whiskey.
at Christmas, I got that fucking bottle.
Yeah.
Had it with Coke. Unreal. I wouldn't drink Captain Morgan's with Coke.
Oh no, Captain Morgan's Coke's minging.
But JD with Coke. It's nice, but doesn't. Yeah, it's not like whiskey.
It's not whiskey like you drink fucking.
Yeah, because it's a sour or whatever. It's not a whiskey sour, but I mean like it's a sour whiskey.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't know enough about whiskies.
There's
But it
whiskeys that
doesn't-
you can get that
It
are
doesn't like
fucking
yeah, like if I drink like
rough, man.
Jameson or
Oh,
any
yeah,
of them,
no.
can't.
Nearly like a
But I can do a shot of Jack Daniels. Won't love it. But if I do a shot of any other whiskey, I mean I'm getting sick.
I'm getting sick and angry.
Yeah.
That's what happens to me.
But I drank most of that fucking Jack Daniels and it was alright, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird.
I went out there.
But it's hard drinking Guinness when you're out as well because you're scutching them.
But see, this is what I'm gonna say. I was I was out a week or two ago. Literally 2 weeks ago to the day. Actually, I went to my cousin's 18th to the day, and I literally just went on the Guinness for. Oh, sorry. I drank 4 Kapaki on the way in to my auntie's,
Yeah, he did.
and got there, and I went over and bought 6 more. I think 6 or 4 more. I'm not too sure. And I only got to have one of them before I had to leave for the party. But when I went to the party, it was literally just fucking all Guinness. I didn't have 1 point of anything else. I didn't have any shots. Just Guinness from fucking, we'll say 7 o'clock all the way till about 2:30. And I was fine. I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel like, you know the way I get that fucking real, I start fucking gagging. I start fucking being like, "Whoa." Didn't get it. Went back to my auntie's and I think I had about 1 can, but I was up to about 4:30 in the morning. But my God, man, the next day, right? I think I told you about it. I was talking to you, but for the sake of the podcast, I woke up and I knew I had to get the train back to Balbriggan, and I was in Pearse Street. And I woke up, it was about 12 o'clock.
Oh, no, before I go to, you were drinking that much, or drinking Guinness for that long,
Yeah.
you were getting like the gags or this or that. Do you think when you're drinking it, like you can drink more pints of it because it's not like foamy?
Possibly.
Once you get past like the heaviness of it,
Mm.
do you know what I mean? Once that gets
Yeah.
out of your,
And they were going down
But this is what I
smooth,
mean, like,
like-
it's a good point Guinness flow through you. But I start drinking like lager too much. I start getting like halfway through a pint.
Yeah, you feel like
ugh.
bollocks, like, yeah.
That's why I start going on to the shorts. But like I said, if I'm on Guinness for the whole night, I'll just drink Guinness for the whole night.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't feel the need to drink something else.
Yeah.
If that
That's
makes any sense.
Yeah, no,
No
that's
foam. It's all
the issue with it.
heaviness, but there's no foam. The foam's what kills me.
Yeah,
though, I think.
it's the belches and the fucking,
Yeah.
you can feel it sitting on your fucking stomach. But anyway, I woke up next morning at about, I'd say, well, next hour, I woke up at about 12 and I was like, fuck, time train. It was a Friday. I was like, I'm going to have to fucking get the train out of Pearse.
I remember talking to you then, yeah, or voice note.
Yeah. And I woke up and I went into me auntie and my sister were there. And I was just talking to them for a minute. I was like, oh, I have to go. I'm going to go get changed and leg it. And she was like, why don't you take a can of Coke out of the fridge for the train journey? And I was like, oh yeah, actually that'd be fucking sweet. And I opened the fridge and there was 3 cans of Kerbaki sitting in the fridge, and I was like, you can stick your can of Coke up your hole.
Yeah.
I'm having these 3 Kerbaki, and they were obviously gone by the time I got to fucking Balbriggan. Like, but my God, they were the best Kerbaki I've ever drank.
They'd be up there with like
That's
top drinks as well. Like that was a hangover one. No,
train cans.
yeah, or like hangover ice cold cans or bottles or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, they would.
After having a session or anything, you look into the fridge, there's like an ice cold fucking Corona or something sitting there going,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Even if it's only one, you're like, this is going to be
The best.
I'm not going on the beer for the day, but this is going to taste unbelievable. Surprise beers.
It was,
surprise beers.
Because that's what I completely forgot that I had even bought them.
Get that top up. Oh, yeah. Now it can actually function on the way down. The hangover's not going to seem that bad. It's going to be floating.
But to be fair, I drank the 3 cans and I made it home and I was jolly. And then at about 6 o'clock, I was like,
dead.
I hate everything.
You couldn't even think of getting another drink.
No, I was just like, fuck this. This is horrendous. But for that brief, like 6-hour period, it was great. It was the best time of my life.
Well, that was exactly what you mean. Yeah, that's a good one.
2,000 years later.
I watched this thing the other night, and it's like one of them documentaries. I think it's on Netflix, Explained or whatever. And I thought it was going to be like how it's made.
Right.
It's just called Explained.
Okay.
And there's like 3 series of it or something like that. And I thought it was going to be like, do you know how it's made?
Yeah,
Like literally show you, here, this is how we make a drill bit. This is how we make a fucking
the
frozen
neck
pizza.
Of a guitar.
Whatever. The weirdest shit. It wasn't. I was watching, it was when I was 6. I was just kind of like half paying attention. But there was just one that caught my attention for some reason. That fucking Cape Town in South Africa is like basically run out of water.
What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. This is what I was thinking. I was like, hold on.
Is Cape Town not on the coast?
I don't know, man.
Right.
They didn't give me a fucking map and said, right, this is where it is. They were just telling me that Cape Town is in a water shortage, but forever water shortage.
Like it'll never replenish.
Yeah, so there's running water. There was running water there, and now there's not running water in the whole of Cape Town because, do you know what? I didn't pay enough attention to
Man,
it.
it's on the southwest coast of...
Yeah, but they've ran out of water. Running water into the gaps, right?
Right.
Cape Town's fucking hugely populated, right? And there's not enough water to supply to, like, the general living population or whatever.
Jesus.
So they all have to go down now to, like, water bases and be, like, administered. They bring down, like, them, like, 5-litre bottles of fucking empty bottles that you get the water in or whatever. They fill it up, bring it back to the gaff, and then that has to last them for whatever amount of time.
What about, like,
And I'm like,
Sharon and stuff like that?
Yeah, this is what I don't get. Like, this is what they're saying. Like, there's no running water being put into, like, these...
Any homes in fucking Cape Town.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how? And they're like, this is all to do with, like, basically global warming shit and whatever.
Okay.
And they said, like loads of places during Europe are in...
During Europe.
What did I say?
Lots of places during Europe.
Loads of places... Well, in
Throughout
Europe. They're within the same warning, basically, that's going to happen. And it's, I think it's more inland ones in Europe. But by like 2040, they're probably going to face the same issues.
Massive water shortages, like.
And I'm like, what? I'm like, how? Like, I don't understand. Like, and now, in fairness, I didn't pay enough attention to it, but I'm like thinking, like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, how is that possible? I thought like water's never ending.
So if we're gonna be too,
like, I know water exists everywhere, and it's all about how clean it is and how filtered it is.
yeah,
This is like, no, it's clean and filtered. We just haven't got enough of it. So, this
Right.
is what was fucking weirding me out.
so
And I'm thinking there, right? Instead it was something to do with global warming. But from what I know of global warming,
there's gonna be too much water.
yeah, ice caps are melting and shit.
Yeah.
Surely they're trying to like fucking offload that somewhere.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, right.
No.
If we're gonna be two extremely uneducated people and discuss this, right?
Yeah, I basically came at you with
Let's-
like a topic that I have half the information.
Let's go at it, right? I don't mind doing this. Let's fucking go.
This is what I thought, because I didn't write it down. I just kind of caught it. Like, it's a 20-minute episode as well, so I don't even know. I didn't get the end of it or anything.
So we could kind of just what's the word? Completely wing this conversation, and if we manage to solve global warming in the process,
Well, I think we will.
more than likely we will.
Right.
And if we solve global warming and we don't become global warming, and we don't become a popular podcast, I'll be really disappointed. But what you're saying, right?
And I looked. This only came out last year. This episode, so it's obviously new. It's not some old shit where they've got the water back.
And as you were saying, like, and I looked it up there, and Cape Town is literally on the coast of surely of South Africa.
Where is South Africa?
The south of Africa.
Yeah, I get that. Obviously, you fucking prick. But I mean, like,
What do you mean? Where is it?
like what? Like, is South Africa like close to Australia and stuff like that?
I don't think so. I think Australia is quite far from everything, because it's basically just this ginormous.
Closer to like Asia, isn't it, than it is to like.
Yeah, there's a ginormous island, basically, which is Australia.
Right. Yeah, this is getting off point.
But regardless of that,
I would consider like South Africa to be like more or less in the middle of some sort of ocean.
Well, it basically is. It's like,
no, but I mean, like, it's not landlocked as such.
No, it's literally on the coast of Africa, or obviously of.
It has a lot of like water area around it.
Yeah, a lot of mass. But
Yeah.
surely, right. So the main issue is that they don't.
Now I
have
know
enough-
Cape Town is like hugely populated.
Yeah.
And I know parts of it are rich and parts of it are poor. That's about as much as I know about Cape Town.
Yeah,
But then I think the whole of South Africa is like that in general. Like, it's a bit of there's half corruption around it, but like,
yeah,
whatever. And I know it's a lot of farmland
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
but there'll be no fucking farmland if there's no running water.
Well, I don't know if there is farmland in Cape Town, but in South Africa in general,
Hmm.
I mean.
But like, if
But how, like, are you running out of water? How do you run out of water?
listen to me
Right.
for 1 second, right? If you have Cape Town, which is a coastal town, which obviously it's ginormous.
Coastal town.
But yeah, it's the Balbriggan of South Africa. Surely to fuck, right? Yeah, fine. Water has to be made safe to drink. It has all these things gone through it, and some people are very
No,
against
I think it's
things
like
that are
the
gone through it.
residentials. Like, I mean, like, businesses probably still have it or whatever.
But you're right beside an ocean. Surely you have the equipment to make the ocean water safe to drink. Like,
I thought that's how water works, man.
I think most drinking water comes from rainwater, in my opinion.
Does it, yeah?
I think so. It doesn't come from the sea.
Does it?
I think so. Will I look it up?
I'll look it up.
Look it up there.
You seem to know what you're on about here.
I feel like most drinking water comes from the sky, rather
I
than
think it's like,
the enormous ocean that surrounds our
regenerated,
planet. Like, basically,
so if you're in a country with heavier rainfall,
you're basically recycling the water.
oh, maybe you're right, because like obviously like African countries that are like pure
Drought.
desert lands,
Yeah.
drought areas.
Yeah.
Ah, you're probably fucking right there, actually. Yeah.
But surely there should be some sort of system that can make the sea water drinkable.
I would have thought so.
Like, it's just salt.
I thought there'd be like a filtration.
It's just salt. Like, it's literally just salt.
Yeah, but how do you remove salt from?
Well,
look, we're not geniuses or anything.
man, you
but-
can remove all sorts of shit from loads of shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you can remove loads of shit from all sorts of shit.
do you know what I mean?
Hold on, drinking water. Where does it come from? I'm interested now.
Like, obviously it goes through a fucking...
Yeah, well,
It goes through
water has to
literally
be-
the mill. Like,
Obviously, it has to be like filtrated. Where does it come from?
I'm ready to be educated here. And if somebody is listening to this and they are screaming at us of why we don't know shit like this, what purpose would we have had to look this up? Like, honestly, before now. Alan looks... I'll describe his face. Confused. He looked confused and dishevelled. Are you going to tell me?
Yeah, because I read it. Right, water sources. Where does drinking water come from? The drinking water that is supplied to our homes comes from either a surface water or groundwater source. Surface water collects in streams, rivers, lakes, and reservoirs. So that would be from like
Lack of salt. There's no salt water there.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or groundwater is water located below the ground, which makes no sense.
So you're...
Where it is collected in pores and spaces like
So you're extracting moisture
from like the rocks and down there and all that.
That's bollocks, man.
Oh, where does Irish tap water come from? Water resources are abundant in Ireland. 82% of drinking water supplies in Ireland sourced from surface water, rivers and lakes. 18% from groundwater.
Okay, so
10.5% from groundwater and 7. That doesn't make sense. That's too many percentages. But none of it comes from the sea.
Right. So
it's all to do with like springs, lakes, shit that runs off mountains and shit like that, isn't it?
Africa, I can't imagine, is abundant of lakes and streams and shit.
Yeah, but
if they struggle with drought and drinking water, like they have to. It's a terrible way of putting it, but like say you've read about families or people in villages and stuff having to travel miles to get to their nearest fucking water source.
When you think of South Africa, you just don't think of Africa for some reason. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, of course. Because South Africa would be more urban, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, no,
South Africa is 100%.
Like,
it's more developed than
parts of
Africa.
There's Johannesburg, fucking Cape Town, all them places. They're like
forgive us.
Wealthy areas.
Forgive us if this sounds really ignorant. We are literally educating ourselves in real time here. So
yeah. So I looked it up. South Africa run out of water.
Right.
So they use a lot, obviously, because it's so highly populated. And it is a water scarce country. And it says, when will South Africa run out of water? It runs the risk of running out of it by 2030. It hasn't run out of it yet. But it's got.
That's only 7 years away.
The source has gotten so low that you can't have it in their houses running anymore.
That's only 7 years away.
That's nuts.
And what happens then? Do you know what I mean? Like, war is a basic necessity for everyone. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I know obviously some people don't necessarily have it all the time, but it is literally. But can you look up why can't we drink seawater? Like, why can't seawater?
Why can't we filter it?
Like, why can't we harvest it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Filter.
Harvest.
Why? Yeah. I don't even know how much it is being used, but I'm actually finding this interesting
Yeah,
myself.
I think it can be used.
Why can't we
be friends?
Use salt water? Salt water. Why can't we use salt water in toilets? Is coming up. That might save normal water. If you know what I mean. Well, landlocked countries, obviously, but
would salt water erode the porcelain that we use for toilets?
It'd probably cause more problems.
More damage for the. Is it because of the pipes? Would it be because of the pipes?
Well, salt will break down like
shit stuck in the pipes. But would it erode the pipes themselves like at a quicker pace than maybe?
Can salt water be made drinkable? Humans cannot drink saline water. I know that, but saline water can be made into fresh water. Well, I know if you boil salt water, you can use it
as drinkable water.
Boil it though, for which there are many uses. The process is called desalination, which is around the world to provide people with fresh water. Why can't we just do that everywhere?
So
why do we not desalinize water? Because the cost of desalination is high compared to the cost of imported river water. A great deal of energy and separate salts and other things. So basically, you can use it,
just
but nobody's willing to put the cost in to do it. No country could probably run it.
So
everyone that's already paying, well, we don't pay for water, but like countries that do pay for it, if they were to do it that way, they'd probably have to pay more for it. I'm guessing.
So it's cheaper for them to import water than it is.
If you use it from like the river supplies or the lakes or like mountainous areas that have the runoff. It's easier to use that.
I just find it bonkers, right? For a place like Cape Town, which is on the coast,
they'll figure something out.
Surely, an investment in something like that would actually be more beneficial in the long run.
Over in South Africa, it's mad over there.
I know it could be like a wild country.
The rich would only probably be able to use it anyway.
I don't know, man. That is fucked.
Run out of water.
I know, like, Ireland is
running out of water. Think about that.
We would never run out of water,
and we've like so many lakes and like fucking. I don't know if we've reservoirs or anything, but basically our lakes work in that situation that we have so much rainfall. We're alright.
But like, say even the likes of you're like they're talking about. This is still completely uneducated, but like the likes of what you were saying with the seawater or the sea levels rising because of ice caps melting. Surely
they want to.
Surely every country maybe should invest in one of these things so that you can take,
or even partially.
take
Like,
down
as
the
in,
fucking.
like, I don't know how you would say if you
Well, like,
needed
say-
water. If you needed water for like a plant or like a factory warehouse, something that needs that
Extracted from the
all
sea.
the time. Just put an extra cost onto them a little bit, because they'd be the ones that'd be able to pay for it,
Yeah.
rather than trying to charge. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure it's been talked about.
It probably
I'm sure
has been talked about, but like,
with rising sea levels and stuff like that, surely they want to be trying to get rid of some of it.
if you had like say not so much us, but even say us in England, right? If both governments chipped in for this fucking system and basically worked off that, if every country basically worked off a system like that, it would dramatically decrease
Yeah.
the sea levels. Surely, I know the sea is abundant and it's fucking massive, and nobody really knows the scale of how fucking
Yeah, but
much it
basically
is.
anyone that's on a coast or is an island,
Could be benefiting.
they could all come together in some way and use it, like
even-
cap it that they're like.
The edge of Europe. Who's that? Someone on a bike. In 2015, right? Now, I found this on Twitter, so how factual it is, I'm not too
I was
sure.
about to say, is this like a fact check on it?
But you know the way, have you been on Twitter lately?
No, not really. No.
They-
I only go on to like talk about wrestling.
Yeah. They've added a feature which I find both beneficial and fucking hilarious, which is like if, say, people are posted up. I'm going to use COVID, for example, because that brought out the worst in everybody on social media. So if someone spouts false shy about COVID, Twitter will automatically, if the tweet is getting traction, like if the tweet is getting lots of hits, under
Because
it,
you can see tweet activity now or something. So
Yeah.
obviously if it has high
so
activity or
high
something.
activity, Twitter will literally debunk what they're saying underneath it. So it will say, like say they made a quote from a doctor about this COVID strain or whatever, and they've completely put it out of context.
It could be something whack.
Underneath it, they will put the quote into context and like say, well, actually, this doctor said this, and this is the full sentence, and so you're getting the full story, right?
It's
so
like they fact check you, but
They're-
give you
give you the
an
information that you
like
need.
an actual outcome of it.
Yeah.
Not just like they fact check you and then if
They're not just
you're-
going false.
delete,
Yeah,
remove.
they're actually
ban.
saying, well, actually, what he's
This
saying
is
is
what-
right, but this is the
It's
full
worded
context.
wrong and it's giving out
And
semi-false information, basically.
some of the results is very. Some of the results is
so
very,
basically just corrects you.
it's satisfying to watch because you look at things and you're like, fuck you, man, you're talking nonsense, and then underneath it goes, well, actually, he is talking nonsense, and this is why he's talking nonsense. Like, do you know what I mean? Obviously, in a more
It's like correcting.
yeah, it's like an AI or something like that, and they're just like
Oh,
they
aye.
they have they have the information, and they're just like, well, this is actually the information.
Does this come up just...
Like it's automatic.
Show me this.
So I can't.
Right, you say what you're saying. I'll go on to Twitter.
It
and see
doesn't.
if I-
It doesn't happen all the time.
No, but it happens.
It happens.
Go on, say what you're saying anyway.
But
2015, did you say?
in 2015, a Manchester man, whatever that, a man who lives in Manchester, started graffitiing giant penises onto potholes so that the council would clear them up faster.
Right.
He was nicknamed Wanksy.
That's good.
But it's genius. Because obviously you're gonna, like, the council have to fucking do something. They're not going to spend their time
Yeah, they have
getting
to
rid of the graffiti. They'll have to do the whole thing. Like,
yeah.
it probably costs more money to do the graffiti than it would to fucking put
So just
tarmac
redo the whole
in
spot,
in the
like.
hole. Like, genius. So,
So
we
if
just
you
went
wanna
around
get your
spraying
road
dicks.
fixed, just go around doing loads of dicks.
Just spray some dicks.
See, I knew fucking drawing
Would come in
knowing
handy,
how
like.
to draw the best dick and skill will come back.
Do you know what? Annoyed me, right?
What?
About Superbad.
Like, where is this coming from?
You'll know, right? You know the scene where he gets caught drawing the dicks.
What's the name of the lunchbox?
I can't remember.
Oh, this something Dick Treasure box.
Oh yeah, but you know that scene,
Yeah.
and then obviously the whole end credits towards the end. There's like pictures of dicks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It annoyed me because it made people think that this was like a new thing. It wasn't. People were drawing dicks for years.
That's
like
the
we drew
only thing
dicks.
you did in school.
I watched a person get suspended. I nearly got suspended for drawing a dick on the back of someone's collar in PE before Superbad was released.
Tony Hammond drew a dick on my bald head, and I got sent home from school.
Do you know what I mean? Like, dicks have been around forever.
That was all you did in school, was just draw dicks.
And the more gruesome, the better. Do you know who was actually very good? And I'm gonna
Sometimes this didn't even have to be good. It was just the spot that it was in.
yeah,
That
it was
always
in a
one.
good
That
spot,
was always a good one.
and if it was unreachable, even better.
Yes.
But James O'Dwyer, right? And I'm gonna name call him out here. Was one of the best dick drawers I've ever seen in my life. Like, you know them super bad dicks that you were seeing.
Yeah.
His were
Them big
borderline
veiny motherfuckers.
Leonardo da Vinci dicks. Like, do you know what I mean? They were very, very good. And
Like an Andy Warhol. Sometimes they always say like quality over quantity.
yeah,
I think both applies for drawing dicks. Sometimes just quantity is the best.
like
They're just everywhere.
if you have a load, but even if you have 50 crude dicks drawn into the corner of the same room, I'd appreciate that as well.
yeah, just
So,
like
like,
really quick
Really
ones.
quick drawn dicks,
Just
like
the quick ones like Little Willie,
line,
head, line, ball.
balls. Yeah. Oh, speaking of
They're
dicks,
the best ones. Or Tony Hammond drawing one on my head. That was always a favourite of mine.
I went to another birthday
I think I
party.
told that story already actually on this podcast.
Which one?
Tony Hammond drawing one on my head.
No.
Anyway, go on, what were you going to say?
I went to I was going to a family, not the same part, not the 18th. I was going to a 40th there the other like last week, and I
just showed up drawing dicks on everyone.
no, I got I always get told to write the card because I have really neat handwriting.
Oh, just draw a dick on it.
But I wrote the name on the front of the card, right, and I trailed the last letter off and drew a little dick, right.
Unnoticeably.
No, very noticeably.
Oh, right.
But on the top of, like, say the last letter is N, I trailed the bottom of the N up and then drew a dick on the top of the N, like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And that was grand, and I handed it to Amy. I was like, "There's the card." Amy turns around and goes, "Maisie, will you hold that?" And Maisie goes, "Yeah, no bother." She goes, "What's that?" And I was like, I was looking at Amy. I was like, "Why did you give the child the card? Like, why did you give her the card?" And Amy was like, "It's a bow. It's a bow."
It's a bow.
Which was not a bad comeback.
How'd she cover it easier?
Maisie is fuck. I swear to God, she's so in tune.
At that bang wide age though, like.
Do you know what she asked me last night? But this is straight. This is not even. There's no even thought process. I went up to her last night, right?
Why did you draw the dick on that card?
Yeah, no. She turned around and she goes, she was at that kind of overtired stage and
Oh, where the head just starts going pure nonsense.
nonsense, man. Have you
Like
ever
that happens to us still, but I can only imagine.
have you ever skydived off the skyscraper and died straight in the car?
How much would it? How much would I have to pay you to stay in the cemetery alone?
Exactly. Shit like that, man. She's crazy. Well, I was trying to leave the room because I wanted to go watch the match. I think it was nearly the second half or something. And I was trying my best to get out of the room. And she was like, "No, Dad, come here. I want to talk to you." And I was like, "Oh, fuck's sake." I was like, "What's wrong?" She goes,
I'm gay.
She goes, "No, you know Jesus, right?" And I went,
Oh, here we go.
I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Do you know the way he created everybody?" And I went, "Well, no, actually." I said, and I don't believe in this shit, but I'm not going to push that on my daughter straight away. I'll wait till she's about 12 and then I'll start pushing it. But she was like, "You know the way he created everybody?" And I was like, upstairs. And I was like, "Well, actually, it was Jesus' dad that was supposed to create everybody." And she goes, "Yeah, but no, Jesus, right? How did Jesus create everybody? Every person. But he is also a person." And I went, "What?" I actually physically went, "Oh shit." Like, I actually said that out loud. I went, "Oh shit." And she was like, "What's wrong?"
She's comforting you then.
And I was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I don't have time for this." I was like, "Maisie, it's time for sleep." She was like, "No, but would you please tell me?" And I was like, "I can't explain this to you now." And I said, "But what I will explain to you," I was like, Jesus' dad
Man,
is
that's a head fuck, that one is.
I was like, Jesus' dad is God, and God created everything. And she goes, but what does God look like? And I just went, a ball of light. And she was looking at me as if to say, what the fuck are you talking about? And she was like,
Which is basically religion.
she was like, just, it is. And she was like, a ball of light. And I was like, yep, a ball of light. And
I'll
she was,
leave that with you.
she was just kind of like, right.
Yeah, but the fact that she come out with,
Out of nowhere.
she created every person.
Why is he a
And
person?
is a person.
I was like, oh shit.
Oh, here.
And she's only,
That just gets you down that hole, doesn't
she's
it?
not even 6 yet.
Oh, man.
She can't watch conspiracy videos
You've
on
got your hands
YouTube.
full on that one, I can tell you that.
Oh man, I was like, oh, I've created a monster basically.
Nah,
But,
if I have a kid, I want like a thick one. I'm not gonna ask that shit.
I understand what you were saying now.
I don't mean like,
Chunky.
no, I just mean like, just be on the level, man.
Yeah, I'd actually like Bonnie.
Be like, I was gonna say be like a kid version of a stoner, but that is like a kid version of a stoner. That's like stonerisms.
See, Bonnie is the weird thing about the two of them, right? Is they're both intelligent, but Maisie is super
Inquisitive,
observant
as well, though.
Yeah, she actually reminds me a lot of me,
You are like that, though.
but in a because I don't want to deal with it. I look at it in a bad way because I'm there going, I fucking don't have time for this, and I'm sure my mom is the same.
I'm sure it's a good thing that you're thinking like that.
It will be in the long run,
Yeah, 100%.
but when you're trying to get her to go to
Brain's
sleep,
full and tick. Like, there's a lot of fucking
she's
good questioning going on there.
100%.
Fuck me, you weren't expecting it, I'd say.
On a Wednesday night.
I'll take it back. I don't want a kid that tick. That was a bit harsh.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
it was a harsh thing to say.
of my, when I was young, I was not thinking about these things. I just want that. Like, Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah.
That was my god.
Do you know that I nearly...
Sonic was my god.
I nearly...
Sega Mega Drive. No, Sonic was Jesus. Sega Mega Drive was God.
Yeah. Who was Shinobi? Judas.
Excuse me?
Shinobi. Remember Shinobi?
Oh,
The game.
yeah. I was like, what the fuck are you on about?
I nearly bought a Sega Mega Drive off Robert Ferris. And
Recently?
no, this was... the PlayStation 2 was out. Like, this was like...
Man, we need to get all the old consoles back. We were only talking about this before we actually got recording.
Literally I'm talking about it. But
Yeah,
how,
but you've got intelligent kids. Good.
how did we get here? What were we talking about originally? Can you remember? Before I start talking about my kids
And God.
and God.
No.
What were we
What
talking
were we fucking talking about? You started talking
We
about
talked about Wanksy.
Yeah,
How
that's
did we
what it
get...
was.
How
Talking
did,
about drawing dicks and then school. And
how did we go from drawing dicks to fucking Jesus? Dicks and Jesus. Got dicks like
Dicks
Jesus.
like Jesus.
Just goes hand in hand.
No way. Wait, what the fuck? What was the link between that?
There had to have been a link.
Ah, we'll figure it out later.
Probably. Oh, Maisie noticing the dick on the envelope.
Yeah,
That's
see,
what it was. There you go. What the fuck? This is how podcasts go. This is
Yeah.
how podcasts work. I also have another... Oh,
American Vandal's good though.
I never watched
Dicks.
it. Never watched it.
Oh, it's good, man.
Never seen it.
Well, I didn't watch the second one, the first one.
There's two.
Yeah,
American
there's a
Vandal.
Yeah. Series.
Oh, no, never seen it.
It's your man from 22 Jump Street. You know the second one, obviously. You know, the football lad. Kind of dumb lad that has a tattoo. And Channing Tatum's always trying to look at his tattoo because he gets on the football team in the second one in college. Do you know the kind of
I have a
lad,
person in my head, but I
biggish
don't
kind
know
of
if
guy,
he's...
blonde hair, kind of looks chubby but big as well. He's in American Vandal.
Is that not Kurt Russell's son?
I don't know if it is or not.
He's in Goon too.
I'll just show you the fucking guy. Gillen's great. Second one's good as well, actually.
He's the main villain in Goon 2.
Hold on. I think you're thinking of a different person. Hold on
Maybe.
a second.
Wyatt Russell.
Maybe. American. Have you not watched that series, man?
No.
It's fucking good. Well, like I said, I watched the first one, but it's actually really good. It's about like a young lad. It's supposed to be like a real thing. And he's drawn dicks on cars and shit. And that's pretty much the whole thing. It's actually really funny.
That's pretty good.
98% on Rotten Tomatoes. I
Really?
did not know that.
No way.
Till now. Ah, fuck. Clicked on the wrong thing. This dude.
I'd be really freaked out if it's the dude I was thinking of. Not Wyatt Russell.
No, his name's not Anton Russell.
No, I mean, not him. That's who I was thinking of. He was, not...
Jimmy Tatro is his name.
He's not Wyatt Russell, I know
He's
that.
in 22 Jump Street, though. He's the footballer.
But he's in something else.
He's done a few things lately, but he's in that American Vandal, and it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be set like it's almost like a mockumentary kind of thing. Like, it's fucking brilliant, man. You should watch that.
I will. I have a story for you, and it's a very, very brief story. Very, very brief. But I found it very,
Where's my lawyer?
very funny. Oh, I have it.
Right, go on.
Have you ever heard of a man called Bobby Leach?
Bobby Lee.
Yeah, but no, not Bobby Lee. Bobby
Lee's
Leach.
very funny.
Bobby Lee is very funny, but Bobby Leach.
No.
So
It's got nothing to do with leeches.
no, Bobby Leach was around.
Millions of leeches.
Was around for a
Leeches
while.
me.
Back in the day. And
Back
I
in
mean,
the day of what?
I mean, back in the day, like early 1900s. We're getting historic here on my brain cheeks.
Yeah, we are.
In 1926, while on a publicity tour in New Zealand, right, this Bobby Leach guy.
Publicity for what?
I don't really know, actually. Do you know what?
You can't just go around doing publicity tours if you haven't got something to publicise.
I'm going to get the full story. Why was Bobby Leach famous in the first place? Do you know what I mean?
Now publicise as a casual word and everything.
Here we go. Bobby Leach, he was English.
Yeah.
What
Like
was he?
Like when I came with a half story, man, at least I was able to fucking.
He was a performer. So in the same vein as like maybe kind of.
What's the year?
He did risky shit. He was born in 1858.
What, is it like Evil Knievel?
Oh, but before Eva Knievel was Eva Knievel. This guy was around before Harry Houdini, like, do you know what I mean?
That kind of shit, though.
That kind of shit, but more so, he was doing Jackass before Jackass was Jackass.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? He was doing like 1900s Jackass.
Escaping death
And
type situations.
He was the second person ever to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel
Oh, yeah. I've
Right.
heard of this, yeah.
in 1911. So during the fall, he spent.
They lock them in it, though, don't they?
No, it was kind of like it wasn't a wooden barrel. It was like a big metal fucking barrel. It was like a big fucking metal tube, and he sat in it like an airplane, like one of those old school airplanes where his head is still kind of sticking out and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
But he spent 6 months in the hospital recovering from the injuries.
Because a few people have done that and just never been recovered, isn't it?
But so he sustained injuries during the fall. He was in a hospital for 6 months, 2 broken kneecaps and a fractured jaw.
That's it.
No, that it just has which included 2 broken kneecaps and a fractured jaw. Prior to this trip over the falls, he owned a restaurant, which is neither here nor there. So Leach returned to Niagara Falls in 1920. I know Niagara Falls in New York. What the fuck? Tell me the information that I want to know. Okay, so in 1926, while on a publicity tour in New Zealand, Leach injured his leg when he slipped on an orange peel, right? The leg became infected, got gangrene,
And he died.
and he died. No, sorry, his leg was amputated, and then he died 2 months later. So he died from slipping on an orange
Basically
peel.
got sepsis.
From an orange peel, but he survived going down to Niagara Falls in 1920.
Ah, do you imagine?
Like, is that not the worst luck of all time? Is that kind of serendipitous? Is that
I
the
don't know.
right word?
You're losing me on words like that. But
Serendipitous.
that's like, I'll do this. Something that I'm almost certainly going to die from. That'd be like saying, right, shoot me in the face with a gun. Yeah?
It's not serendipitous.
Shoot me in the face with a gun, yeah? Then for some reason you survive it with minimal...
And choke on a
minimal
Frosties
problem.
or something.
No, and then, yeah, something fucking...
Yeah, like-
stubbed me toe and then all of a sudden had a heart attack from the shock.
Yeah.
Something so stupid. That's nuts.
That's
Like, imagine doing
literally
like the most death-defying thing that's almost certain.
of the time.
Because people have done that and most of them have not come out of.
But like, think about it, like early
Slipped
1900s.
on an orange peel.
There is no safety in the 1900s.
Yeah, but think about it. He got an infection in his leg. There's probably not as good medicine.
No, that's what I mean. Like, I know, obviously.
Impact's impact. You survive it or not.
But surely, like, you're at risk of infection if you have a broken jaw or if you have two broken kneecaps.
No, well, what you said? He slipped an orange peel and what?
Uh,
Split his knee or something, was it?
it didn't even say.
But anyway, you get an infection back then. Like, it was 50-50 back then days with infections. There was no...
He just said he injured his leg.
There was no penicillin. There was no antibiotics as such. If you broke a bone, you heal. But if there was any kind of like a wound,
That needed to be looked
they
after
used to put
consistently.
alcohol
Like.
on a wound back then. That was it.
So if the wound closes without any alcohol in there, it could get infected.
Yeah.
But that just means that you're at risk every time you fucking cut yourself.
Yeah, why just like such a high death rate back then? Like life expectancy was so much lower.
I
back
think it was
then.
like 30s
There
or
was
something,
no,
wasn't
there was no modern medicine.
I think it was like 30 to 40 was the life expectancy or something
Yeah,
like
crazy, something crazy like that.
that. Yeah.
Modern medicine wasn't there, so if you got actual infections or like wounds or anything like that, it's not good. Whereas
Shit.
if you got like a broken bone's a broken bone. There's not much you can do for a broken bone anyway.
No,
Now,
you just have to put
it
it.
just has to. Well, obviously they know how to put it now to mend it back into perfect shape. If you broke your arm back then, your arm probably not be right again.
Yeah, be
As
going
long
around
as
like
like no
Quasimodo.
infection or skin was split or anything like that, you're probably better off.
Jesus.
But the fact you rolled off Niagara Falls in a barrel,
Survived it, lasted another 6 years, and then slipped on a fucking orange peel, and then died. Do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
think for some reason
you'd feel like
that it's an orange peel makes it like more comedic for some reason.
oh, it's just
It's
like
not even a banana.
pure
It's a
slapstick.
fucking
Like,
orange peel.
slapstick shit. Like, first of all, who leaves an orange peel on the floor? Second of all,
You slipped some.
they're not even oily or anything. They're not slippy. They're actually not slippy whatsoever. If you open an orange and you feel the inside of that skin, it is not slippy. Banana peel is,
Could have been a wet orange.
but there's no wet oranges. Like, but
It seems very specific
and if you rub your fingers right
along the peel.
along the banana peel, it's moist. But if you rub your fingers along the
Along the
inside of
banana split.
it, yeah, if you rub it along the inside of an orange, it's dry, man. It's not like because the outside
Is
of an
the
orange,
inside-
the outside of an orange is actually kind of
Rough.
it's rough because of that. The strands of kind of like hairy shit that's on the fucking
I don't like oranges, man.
outside. You don't like fruit.
Yeah.
So-
Texture reasons. But, yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Banana is more moist, so you would slip on a banana peel.
Yeah, and that's why that was.
That's
the,
why they use that in all
as comedy,
cartoons
like-
and jokes. Like, that is the slippy one.
Nobody was using orange peels, like
Yeah.
so. Maybe it was a karmic thing. Like maybe you did this fucking.
Maybe push the boat out too much.
But he did this fucking great thing. He went over Niagara Falls and maybe he assaulted somebody or something like that. Like, do you know what I mean? And then the orange peel got him. Do you know what I mean?
That's your shit look, isn't it? You do the most insane thing and then that happens.
Of that time, like, do you know what I
I
mean?
watched the yoga actually. I don't know why it's reminding me of that. Do you ever see like they're not bungee jumpers, but they just do it with a fucking rope.
Like,
it's a
free
dead
fallers or base jumpers. Like,
God,
base jumpers is the parachute.
Yeah, I can't. Base jumpers the yoga with the winged thing. Isn't it?
No, base jumpers jump off buildings and then release their parachute.
Oh yeah. These lads just jump off on sides of cliffs, bridges, whatever. Do you remember in Dirty Sanchez when Pritchard jumps off the bridge backwards, but it's just a rope?
Yeah.
It's the same as that. People do that. I don't know what it's called. It's
But if that
it's like an alternative to
bungee.
bungeeing, but it's like more extreme or whatever.
But do you use a bungee rope?
No, you use a regular rope.
Could that not break the ankles off you, like?
No, you don't. You tie it around your waist.
Oh,
tie
right,
it around
okay.
your waist. I
Still,
know.
like,
Yeah,
do
it's
you know what I mean?
supposed to be a bit like it's
Painful,
a bit
like.
mental. But I was watching. I can't remember. It was on like I think it was on like Trouble or Bravo. Bravo probably.
Trouble! Did you just whip out Trouble
Yeah,
out
that
of
was
nowhere?
my wife and kids. And
Trouble.
Hang time. or
Hang
whatnot.
time, Saved by the Bell. Like,
Yeah, sorry.
Trouble!
Bravo. It was on Bravo, right? And it was
Trouble. I haven't even
this
heard
lad
that.
wanted
Name.
to do this. Like it was the world record for the
What you watch this on Fox Kids?
Fox Kids. Not to be fucking messed.
It's
man.
not.
But it's the like longest free fall on a rope, basically. I don't know what the fucking name of it is, but basically your whole thing is like you are just falling and a rope catches you.
Right.
But this lad, he had to climb up so far to do it. They tied around basically like a fucking rock. They tied this rope around, And they free climbed up it, first of all. No ropes, no nothing. They just tied it around a rock and he jumped. And I think it was like 100-foot drop. And then just the rope saves you.
But with the rope not
And then
fucking
he
split you in half, like.
This is the thing. I think they probably put something around it, a bit more padding or something like that.
Chainmail.
But it's just like, it's nuts, basically. And it was the record. And they came back down and they left the stuff up there. And I can't remember what mountain was on or whatever. It was really fucking high up. And it was like the perfect spot to do it because there was a good thing to tie around. And they went back up to get the stuff the next day. And they didn't have the cameras around with them or whatever, blah, blah, blah. They went up to get the equipment. And your man goes, fuck it, I'll do it one more time again before we bring the stuff down because it was brilliant. And next thing he jumped. And all they heard was, ah. And he was never seen again.
What?
The rope fucking snapped. And he was lost, never to be seen again because this mountain range was so big.
Jesus.
They never seen him again.
Right.
Why would you do it again?
Why would you go in for seconds?
Do you know what I mean? You did it.
It's
But,
not
that's
Sunday
the
dinner.
adrenaline
It's
junkie
not
in
Sunday
people,
dinner, like, do you know what I mean?
But the stuff was sitting up there overnight. You don't know what's after changing. He goes, right, I'll do it again one more time.
But like even wear and tear from like weather. Do you know what I mean? If it's a frosty night, that
You don't
rope
know
is
what's
getting
been happening overnight, like,
that rope is getting a bit frosty. Do
He
you know what I
just
mean?
went into it blind the second day, and he was never seen again. Apparently, like his crewmate just heard him screaming, and they never found him.
That's horrendous.
It is horrendous, isn't
That's
it?
a bit scary. I don't like things like that.
Yeah, that's pushing it out, isn't it?
I mean, if you're gonna do extreme stuff, I get you have to push the envelope, but like within reason, like do
He
you know
done
what I
that
mean?
in such a controlled way the first time. They just left that shit sitting there.
But not even that. Why did they let him? Why did they go?
I don't know, man. I
You
don't
did
know.
it once, I'm sure it'll be fine the second time. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's what his thinking was, and obviously not.
Jesus Christ.
It's mad shit like that, isn't it? So what was it, fucking last episode of the season?
Season 3 is finished.
A closing.
It took us a while.
Yeah, it's been...
Like we've actually been through, I think, every season, as in like every actual environmental season
Yeah.
in this season.
Weather-wise.
So we went from summer to winter, from spring. We're not at summer yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah, I think we covered like Extreme Rules, SummerSlam.
But don't know. Was I there for SummerSlam?
No, I asked you up for SummerSlam, but you didn't come.
Oh, all right.
Extreme Rules,
Mm,
Money in the Bank. you
Money
were
in the
here
Bank.
for.
That was during that period. That we were recording
Yeah.
at that time.
And then Royal Rumble, obviously.
Man, we literally made
I
it
got
through-
the winner.
You did.
I got it. Dean's still waiting for Rey Mysterio.
Still waiting for Amy
In case anyone was wondering, right? Dean lost it on Royal Rumble night.
Yeah, because my like the one thing that I was holding on to out of like we obviously had we did it like a fucking Royal Rumble pool.
Like a sweepstake, basically, yeah.
I know-
Everyone had 5 wrestlers.
I love Rey Mysterio, and I was like, it's meant to be. Do you know what I mean? He's gonna
Do you
win
know
the Royal
what? The
Rumble.
stars were aligned for that. The stars were aligned. Dean's childhood wrestling hero.
It was Rey Mysterio, and I got him. And
Number 17.
number 17, it was meant to be, and he just doesn't come out.
Didn't come out. Someone bet him up.
Just doesn't come out. Like, but
He held that for a while.
I what the anger?
Yeah.
No, I'm still holding it. But
Yeah. No,
it's
you
not
wouldn't
gone,
let
like.
that go all night. It was
No.
brilliant. Great night that was, actually.
But if you think about it, like what we've in this season of
Our
Weapon
last
Cheeks,
podcast was Royal Rumble night, yeah?
our last podcast was Royal Rumble.
Elimination Chamber's been on since that. There's been another pay-per-view in between that. Like,
in between 2 episodes. Like that's crazy. Like, do you know what I mean?
yeah. Elimination Chamber was WAP.
like what we did. We've been recording through August bank holiday weekend. We've recorded through kids going back to school. We've recorded through fucking Halloween, November, the build up to Christmas.
Double Christmas, wasn't it?
We did a double Christmas episode, and then Royal Rumble. Like,
was essentially the New Year episode.
Royal Rumble was the New Year episode,
Fucking hell.
which is not a lot of episodes if you think about it. Like, we did
It
two.
feels so long since the first episode of the new season.
If you think about it, right, we did 1, 2, 3, right, and then we did a double episode for Halloween. So that's only 4 technical episodes, right?
Recording times.
Recording times. We did one in November.
Double Christmas.
No, we did one in November, I think,
And then a double Christmas.
and then a double Christmas. So that's
Royal Rumble and now.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've only done 9 technical episodes, but with this coming out, it'll be 10, I think. I think we.
Yeah, but no, 10 episodes with 2 double episodes in it.
Yeah,
So
6.
6 recording times. We've only recorded 6 times.
Is
And 2
it?
double. Yeah, that's right.
6 times. Would this be the
Double,
7th?
a double Halloween.
Right.
No, 6 altogether, including this.
Right. So episode 1,
Yeah.
episode 2,
Yeah.
normal. Episode 3, normal. Halloween episode double.
So that's
1 in November.
yeah.
And then 1 in December. That's 6.
Double Christmas.
Double Christmas. That's 6. Royal Rumble 7, and this one is 8. But it's a 10 episode. Yeah, that's
So
right.
that makes sense. Yeah.
It's a 10 episode season. So we've 1 extra episode on Halloween and Christmas.
yeah.
So we've actually left ourselves a little bit short.
I think we've let ourselves down a little bit.
We have. I think we'll make it right for season 4. I
Yeah.
feel like we will. I think we've a lot of food for thought for season 4. A lot of shit to iron out and think
Well, this is
about.
the first. I think this is the first season where we've both been really fully stocked with our like fucking personal calendar,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think this is the first time we've had to proper tackle. But I also think we did it. I think we prematurely organised a monthly podcast on the pretense that we were going to be fucking busy.
So we kind of gave ourselves that lackadaisical approach to it a little bit. Good with the episodes that come out though.
I
I think what we thought
happy.
was that we'd be better off if we give the gap, we'd have like more content, better episodes. But looking back now, at half the gap.
Half the gap and
Stay in the flow, keep it good.
half the gap, stay the flow,
But look, we did it the way we did it. Fuck it.
and it's over.
Yeah.
Season 3 is over. I would like to say,
Will we do? Well, we don't know when we're going to come back.
I would like to think it might be the end of June. And the reason I say that is because I think I have holidays coming up at the end of May, which is kind of when we would usually start thinking about it. And then there's a lot of gigs at the start of June that I think you might also be interested in going to and stuff like that. So, aka Arctic Monkeys and stuff.
Do you want to do
So you have to.
WrestleMania special?
When is that?
April 1st.
Mm,
It's a weekend.
April 1st. That's not too far away. Okay, we could do that as a one off.
We'll talk about it. We'll think about it. But
Not as part of a season, just as like a one off.
just to keep up with the
Yeah, we'll
main events.
yeah we'll discuss that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's been good buzz. Been good buzz.
But yeah, no, I think what my plan is, and I'm saying this to you live as
Are
I'm
you going to keep
speaking.
doing your side podcast thing?
Side podcast will be done. The FPL podcast will also be done until obviously May.
Completed.
I'll
join in as many of them as I can.
As many as possible, and we're gonna do one now.
Them ones are harder to join in on.
Yeah.
but
Because they're midweek and all these fucking double game weeks, man. I do
know,
forget to do them,
it's
man.
hard,
It's
isn't
fucking
it?
insane.
It's hard, isn't it? But no, do you know what? We'll do one after the.
We're gonna do one
Well,
straight after this. So
You're gonna continue doing your
the solo podcast will be there. I have plans for the solo podcast that will kind of come to fruition actually probably when we start recording again. And what was I saying? What was the point of what I was saying? No, there was a reason. What did I say?
Well, we were saying, like, I don't know, we're finishing up this. We're not educated enough to say things.
Oh, no, I was like, yeah, okay, we might not start recording until the end of June.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
But
yeah. I interrupted that, yeah.
I am planning more video content, like we did with the ghost chilies. Which
we've actually have some of that stuff just like
sitting around. And I think it'd be beneficial to kind of get our YouTube page up and running a bit stronger, because that is literally the only video that we have in it other than podcast episodes, because I recently put all the podcast episodes up onto YouTube that you can listen to through YouTube rather than Spotify, which I don't think people care because we're not doing a video podcast.
But we get video content out there, like fill the void.
Basically just little fucking
Snippets.
little ditties.
Yeah.
Little ditties.
Yeah.
So you happy enough with that? Season 3?
Yeah, that's it, like, isn't it?
Season 3. It's emotional.
Yeah.
We'll be back though.
I wish I had a vagina right now.
And I could penetrate you.
I could peg you.
Oh, you peg me?
Yeah.
Oh, you
But
could.
I'd put the fishnets on.
Oh! You take it
Right.
around.
I've no dick, vagina.
Do you know what?
I've got my penis, right? Slit it down the middle, tucked. Vagina. Caitlyn Jenner, right? Is that right?
I don't think so. I think she got the operation.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, slit your dick and tuck it.
Yeah.
When I said Caitlyn Jenner, I thought I said like...
Kylie Jenner, like.
No, yeah, that's why I was like, oh, maybe she has a real one. But, yeah, I'm going to peg you.
That would make
But
me.
I'm putting the fishnets on.
That would make me so wet. I'd be able to provide water for the population of Cape Town.
Yeah. I'm going to peg them, squirt them.
And then we're gonna stop
Filter
global
'em.
warming.
And while I'm wearing fishnets, white ankle socks. Gives a lie.
You have the light.
No, you the lie.
Oh, I have the light.
I got the light.
So I'll see you soon, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Every time I get your phone. What's that all about?
You broke it.